everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. We're just having a slight technical issue. I'm waiting for Ling to come over online. But anyway, I'm just gonna read something from some articles lately that has been out regarding Jehovah's Witnesses while we're waiting for her. Uh, I was looking at the news lately about Jehovah's Witnesses in Australia and how they are being shamed at the moment by the Prime Minister himself. I don't know, guys, if you ever saw the news recently in Australia about Scott Morrison names and James Group refusing to join sign up for the redress scheme. I'm just gonna wait for Ling. I'm just gonna send her a message. Okay. Before I read the article. Hi, Dennis from Oklahoma. Who else is there? Midnight Run. Happy early Halloween, my fellow ExJw. So guys, how are you doing? And GC is saying hello. Hope you're having a great day. Okay, again, waiting for Ling. Anyway, I'm gonna read an article from Australia. Oh, doing good. Midnight Run. Where are you from, Midnight Run? Nice. Good to know you guys are doing great. Oh, is it a dog? Is it a German Shepherd, Denise? On your profile? What are your thoughts about the latest happening in Australia? I'm going to read this article from news.com.au regarding Scott Morrison's address. It says here that 4 institutions, including the Jehovah's Witnesses, could be stripped of their charitable status after failing to sign up to the National Redress Scheme. Scott Morrison on Thursday revealed the government was finalizing sanctions it will slap on the organization. The Prime Minister named and shamed the Jehovah's Witnesses, Kenya Communication, Lake Entrance Pony Club, and Fairbridge Restored Limited for blatantly refusing to join the redress. It is not acceptable, Mr. Morrison said. What do you guys think about that? Oh, it's Anya, the dog. Yep, I hope what happens in Australia will happen in all parts of the world where Jehovah's Witnesses are being investigated for child sex abuse cover-up. I know there are a lot of cases in the Philippines, but nobody wants to speak up in the Philippines. We're still looking for survivors who are um, ready or strong enough and courageous enough to share their story. I have reached out to a few of them in the group, and I think in the group we have 4 survivors of child sex abuse, but they don't want to speak about it. Oh, yes, Joel. Hi, Joel. I think we're going to have Ling now. Come on. Ling is coming now. Just sending her a message. Oh no. Okay, I'm just checking out Ling. This is my first time to. Oh, there's Ling Ling. Hi. Would you mind doing tilt? I mean, sliding your cam sideways.
Cool. I don't know what's wrong with my cam.
I mean, try it like
Oo.
landscape mode. Yeah.
Oo. Iba kasi
Oh,
gamit ko Nokia to kasi matagal to mag-lowbat yung ano ko. Itong
oh.
Samsung madali na to mag-lowbat.
Okay, okay. Anyway, it's good to have you here today. Thank you for coming over. You want to say hi to everyone watching?
Uh, also all viewers, good evening, good morning, or good afternoon, where you belong now.
So, would you tell us a bit about yourself? Where are you right now?
I'm actually right now in northern Wisconsin, which is quite near to Canadian border in what the heck's the Canadian, Lake Superior.
Mhm. How's the weather there today?
The weather today is so cold. It's like we have a 1 week snowy day.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Do you feel cold?
Huh?
Do you feel
You
cold?
do I like cold?
Yeah? Do you
Yeah,
like
I
all this?
just like it. But my mom doesn't like it. She cannot take it. That's why she said, "Oh, it's better if I stick there in Texas."
Oh, people are saying hi to you.
Hello.
Can you see them on the screen? So, would you tell us the story how you got connected with the J Dot and how
Actually,
long was it?
I have a deaf neighbor. Yes, she is a deaf, and she don't know how to do sign language. She yes, like for example, like eat or like sing. What's the
Mm-hmm.
sign language? Like yeah, like a sign language vocabulary. She only knows A to Z only. So she was being doctrinated or taught by a Jehovah's Witness, and I become connected with the Jehovah's Witness because of her. Because I joined in the Kingdom Hall to, yeah, I attend to the Kingdom Hall to learn sign language.
Oh, how long was that? How long was
Uh,
that ago?
I think I was 12 or 13 years old. 12, 13,
Mm-hmm.
14, somewhere
So
there.
you got curious about
Yeah.
the sign language going on in your
Yes.
neighbor's house. So you just
Yes.
come over and join them. That is.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. So you learn sign language until this day.
But not very fluent on it at all. I know some of it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So during the time that you were going to your neighbor's house to do the sign language Bible study thing, so what happened with that? With your
Like
progress with the Jehovah's Witnesses?
actually, I learned like a Bible lessons and stuff because I used to study in a Christian school, yeah, Americanized Christian school back there in the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
So becomes quite interested learning Bible, uh, but at the end I find it so shitty.
But you did progress, you say, to becoming an unbaptized publisher.
Yes, because they actually teach me how to preach. Oh, you should list this. Like how many hours you preach and how many people you interviews. There's some sort of shit to record, right?
Yeah, I think that's called the field services work. Every month we do that. So
Yes,
you
there.
were doing that. You were
Hmm?
doing that house to house. You were doing house to house work at the
And
time.
first of that, I'm just an observer because you can still an observer and not a not a as long as you don't preach. You know what I mean?
Mm.
You
But
can be an
you're but you said you were writing the hours on the field service report.
They just teaching me how to do that, and after many years, I left. Yeah, after one
Okay.
year, not how many, not
1
years,
year.
I
But
left.
but you got almost baptized because that was close to getting baptized when you are considered to be an unbaptized
Yes, because
publisher.
actually they recommend me if I should be a Bethelite because I like to learn different languages. I like to yes, I speak different languages, so they recommend me to become Bethelite because once you become Bethelite, you need to be baptized first, right?
It's like they're giving you dreams to reach out. Is that it?
Mhm.
Uh-huh. Well, but did you like your stay in that 1 year that you were with the Jehovah's Witnesses? Did you
No,
enjoy?
no,
Not at all.
'cause
So you're
I'm not happy at all.
uh-huh.
Yeah, because I'm wondering, like back there in the Philippines, some barangays and streets or the province or they have some what they call fiesta.
Uh-huh. And that's a fun thing in the
And
Philippines.
Jesus
It's
doesn't want to be involved on it. Like their life is so like despicable or very sad. It's like what the
mm-hmm.
heck? Should I stick with religion? No happiness at all?
so, so that's one thing that bothered you.
Yeah.
No happy moments with the J-Dog. So, and what's the final straw for you to, finally wake up and realize it's all a lie?
My family wake up is when I research in internet.
Uh-huh. How you stumbled upon so many things? What was the first thing that you researched about?
Research is all about the
Mm-hmm.
history of Jehovah's Witnesses.
History.
Yeah.
You were telling me the other day about birthdays, right? You
Yes.
you asked somebody, was it your Bible teacher about the Bible? I mean about birthdays.
Yes, it says like that's why Jehovah's Witnesses doesn't want to celebrate birthday because there is something bad happen on it in the Bible. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And when you told them that Jehovah's Witnesses, oh, about Christmas also, and when you told them that in the former times they were doing that, birthdays, Christmas,
Yes. Because I
nobody
saw
believed you.
for like Rutherford and Charles Taze Russell celebrating Christmas at Bethel headquarters, Brooklyn,
Uh-huh.
New York. It was black and
Did,
white, not colored picture.
did they believe you when you told them that?
They become like silent and denial.
Denial. They don't want to acknowledge that ever happened.
Yeah, they don't want to acknowledge that happens because actually I told them you said that you don't celebrate Christmas, but I found it in the internet. This because I actually took picture on it because I took it. I was in the computer. Yeah, I have some old Nokia phone and I show it to them. They still deny it.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. So did they get mad at you for going to the internet and doing research?
A little bit, not very mad, not as in like furious, like like their ears are popping, it smokes. No, not really like that. They
Uh-huh.
actually tell me, if you want to learn research Jehovah's Witnesses, you should visit www.watchtower.org. Don't go to the other website. Like, okay.
Only research in one side, huh? Not looking at both sides. That
Yeah.
JW style, typical, typical. By the way, which part of the Philippines you grew up in?
Actually, I was born in Davao City, but when I in my second grade, I moved to Mati. Mati is the very southeast part of Mindanao, and it's near to Indonesia.
Oh, I think that's where my sister-in-law came from.
Mm,
Uh-huh. I don't know if you heard. I'm not gonna bring up their surname because they might be able to see this video and get back to me. I don't want to bring up the names, but anyway, they're from Mati or Davao, and
Yeah.
they move into transferred to Luzon because they have a sister who is deaf and she wanted to study, so they move into Luzon so she could go to school and conduct. I mean, yeah, go to school of the deaf, learn sign language. So that's why we have a sign language congregation in our province because of her. That's where it all started.
Because
And
some
I
of the
got remembered.
they have a bilingual. There's a translator who do a sign language. Another one is who do a like like not a sign language.
Mhm. Uh, there's a usually it's a brother who is speaking in front, but translating for the deaf people in front. That's the setup for them, and they
That's
have different. They have a different assembly. They have a different meeting. But the funny thing is when they sing, they're loud. They have to tap.
actually in
and
sign language. There's a congregate. Yes, I hear that there's like a congregation. Like they only like after, for example, the meeting is in English, and after that, the next meeting is sign language. It's solely sign language.
oh, I think it depends upon the kingdom hall. If a lot of
It
people are using the same kingdom hall, then you have to alternate using the kingdom hall. So in with our kingdom hall, we have I think there's a meeting in the morning, and then there's a meeting right after that morning session for the deaf, and then
But
there's another two in the
what's
afternoon.
the language in the? Because I don't, because I believe it depends on the province or region. Because back there in the Philippines, we only have our meeting for Bisaya and the sign language are in the same day. Like they divided the meeting from morning and afternoon
Mm-hmm.
meeting. They don't have like they don't have like here in US. Yeah, some JWs told me like in the morning they do English, in the afternoon, they do Spanish, and then other day, for example, there's a two meetings like Sunday meeting. They do morning English, afternoon Spanish. Yes, that's the Sunday, but in the Saturday they do French meeting.
Oh, I think that depends upon the population of the witnesses in that area. Like here in Macau, I think it's Saturday night is when the Mandarin group hold their meetings, and then Sunday it's usually the English congregation, and then later in the afternoon it's the Vietnamese or something like that, or Cantonese. So
Wait,
it depends.
have you joined to a Mandarin meeting or you don't?
I think one time I attended, but that was in Taiwan when I was in Taiwan. I attended only one time, and I said, no, 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 this is not for me because I cannot understand a single thing they were saying. I'm not getting anything. So
Because
I,
I know someone, Grace Pivida.
yep, she lives in Leyte, I guess.
Some lady, she told me that if you they in their kingdom hall they have two language meeting, like for example in the morning they do Bisaya Cebuano, and the afternoon
Mm-hmm,
they Waray. If you attend a Bisaya meeting, a Cebuano meeting, and after that you're gonna
mm-hmm.
attend my meeting, the the elder will not let you join to another language meeting again, because what you just go there is just to talk to your friends, just hanging out. Like, why does that
But
matter? He's mad on that. Why the
I
elder is
think
mad?
that I think it depends upon the elder. Maybe the elder is more a bit more controlling. Anyway.
Because I asked some JWs here, because I know someone she attend English and Spanish both, and I know someone from
Mm-hmm,
Africa, she attend
mm-hmm.
both French and English. But my friend who is in Leyte, she can attend both language meetings. Like what? I think
I
depends on
think
the.
yeah, I think it just depends on the elder. Maybe he's a bit controlling of how everyone is going around. But most of the time, they will just allow you, unless you're joining other group. Like if you preach on a different area, then here they're gonna be strict on that. But with regards to meeting, it's okay for you if you wanna attend the other meeting because maybe you're working in the morning and you only have time in the afternoon, so they
Mm,
allow that. So it's quite flexible. But anyway, the- how long have you been in the US?
11 years. I came here when I was 14 or 15 years old.
Uh-huh. So you're now an American citizen, right?
Yes, I'm an American citizen.
Uh-huh. So for that long time that you're in the state, do you see any differences with how between the Filipino and the American how they view homosexuality? Do you any
Yeah,
see?
yes, because the hex is called in a American JW's mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Think, if they know someone who is a homosexual, they're very discriminating. They're gonna call you abomination, blah blah blah. Yes, he told me.
Name
Well,
calling, okay.
I told them I'm thankful that I'm not being baptized, but I told them that actually in the Philippines they're not really hostile towards gay JW as long as they
Mm.
don't commit like what they call let me think what they called
Yep.
sexual immorality.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. The conduct itself. So so the Westerns are more conservative than the Filipinos.
Yeah, that's what I noticed.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
American JWs. I know someone. Her sister was what do you call this disfellowship because she date a non JW man and they're having sex and what happened is she was disassociate. No, yeah, disfellowship and she committed suicide.
Oh my God.
She died. That's why and I was wondering why she did that. And she told me, "Oh, actually, my parents and me, and my parents doesn't let my parents will not talk to her, and my parents told me not to talk to her because of that. But in the Philippines, it's not like that. I know
Mm-hmm.
Filipinos committed like premarital sex, and they're being what the heck is called disfellowship, but their family still talk to them as long as they're not convicted of apostasy, right?"
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, as long as they attend the meetings and they don't do immoral acts, they're still accepted in the congregation.
Apostasy. Because committing
Yeah.
apostasy means no mercy.
Yeah. So it's a different thing. I mean, apostasy is worse than homosexuality for Filipinos.
Yeah.
So, what about higher education? What can you say about the difference about Filipino views and Western views?
Actually, the Filipino JWs, they tend to go to school, to college. Yes, because back there in the Philippines, if you're not undergraduate college and you didn't you're if you're undergraduate college and graduated in college, you have job opportunity. But back here in the United States, if you
Mm-hmm.
just did in high school, voila, you
Mm-hmm.
can find job. But in the Philippines, it's not like that. That's why I tell the JWs here in the US, like if you go to the college here in the Philippines, you'll find job. If you didn't go to college, you cannot find job. They were shocked when I told them that.
That's a big difference. I think
Yeah,
it's all goes with
and then
economy thing.
I told them why they go to college. Because I'm trying to be sarcastic. Because
Ah,
the governing body cannot give them because the governing body cannot give their basic needs what they want.
mhm. They have to start. I mean, study and support
Yeah,
themselves.
so
Uh-huh.
that job after they graduate in college.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. It's not a big deal for Filipinos. I mean, most of Filipino J-dubs go to school and go to college. I think
Yes,
it's a must for
yes,
for Filipino.
because of the economic situation, so the governing
Uh-huh.
cannot do anything on it.
Yeah. So even though it's looked upon, but it's not a big deal. Unlike the news that we are hearing from the western side of the ex-J-dub community. I mean, the J-dubs are really. intolerant about higher education. It's like if you go to college, people will look down upon you.
Realize that the Bethelites are college graduate.
Oh, which tower prepares that? I think it's a qualification.
Yes, because I told actually, I actually tell a JW who preach in the airport and the cart preaching. I told her actually if you want if you you know what if you want to become a Bethelite you need to be graduate in college. But guess what? If you could be Bethelite, if you want to become a director of their dramas, because the Bethel what do you call this JW's drama movies, it's not the same like DYI. It's very professional because their directors and producers are college graduates.
That's so true. Oh, we got a question from Denise. In the Philippines, are they the same age when they get out of school as in the USA? These days,
Like
they're
eight,
the same age now. Yeah.
like the age of 18.
Yeah, because we have senior high school now.
Yes.
I think that's been happening for about six
I,
years, I
I
guess.
believe it happens in the presidency of
Duterte,
not Duterte, before Duterte, Aquino, Benigno Aquino
Aquino.
third. Mm-hmm.
So maybe 7 or 6 years, I guess,
Yes.
something like that. But before, during my time, we only have up to K 12 grades. No, K 10,
K10.
K 10 only K 10. So that all changed in the past 6 to 7 years. So it's different now. So anyway, I got another question for you. So what helped you take away the teachings of Jehovah's Witnesses from your head? How did you help yourself?
How I become a involved
I
or
mean,
what is it?
no. How did you take away all those teachings that were indoctrinated in your head
How
after you left the witness?
take them away in my mind
Yeah.
because it's so stupid. Like the hex is like Armageddon is gonna happen now. The Armageddon is somewhere else. It will happen. Oh my gosh, what the heck is that? When you keep on saying Armageddon, we're gonna come. Armageddon, we're gonna come, but nah.
So
And
it's
the people who didn't believe in their or who are not member of their organization will gonna be they will be like a death under by abominations like I thought they're a religion of love. Why they message people like that?
uh-huh. You find it contradictory.
Yeah,
It's hard to accept. Uh-huh.
agape, but they don't practice agape.
So what do you believe in these days?
What my you say? Say it again.
Yeah. What do you believe in these days? What form of philosophy you practice in your life right now?
See, I practice Buddhism. I'm attached to Buddhist teaching
Mm-hmm. How does it differ from the Jehovah's Witnesses?
because Jehovah's Witnesses shows what the heck is this called hostility to their non-religious to their not religious to their people who have not, who don't share religion to them.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike
And how about?
shows a hostility to the people who are not Buddhist because in Buddhism it says may all beings be well and be happy. All beings. It doesn't matter what
Mm,
religion, but it's Jehovah's Witnesses, agape, but you need to become a JW first.
there's a condition for
there,
J-Dubs. But with Buddhism,
there's no condition in Buddhism. You need to help
none at
people.
all.
Yeah, you need to help people no matter what. Even they are not Buddhists, you still need to help them.
Okay. You don't look upon people's beliefs, just help them, whoever they are.
Hmm?
Uh-huh. Oh, we have a question again from Denise. She's asking, did Ling Ling have a religion before the J-Dubs?
Oh, yes. Actually, I was baptized in a Catholic, but I'm not really exposed in a Catholic because my mom worked abroad for many years, and my dad is doesn't go to the church at all. So I'm not really
Mm-hmm.
exposed to Catholic religion. Because and I was in
Uh-huh.
elementary, I studied in a Protestant school, but uh, I don't feel I'm in the right. I don't feel I'm not. I'm in. I don't feel I am in the right path. I don't feel I'm. I don't consider it as a home.
Okay, you don't feel you belong in any of
Yeah,
those.
down there.
Uh-huh. And do you feel that you found it in Buddhism?
Yes, I found a lot in Buddhism. Like for example, like that. Like in the Buddhist philosophy, the Four Noble Truths.
Okay, you can share it with us here.
Yeah,
What
like
it's
life
all about.
suffering, the cause of suffering is desire, and there's a way to end the suffering. The what heck is called? The solution to end the suffering is the eightfold path. What are the eightfold path? Yes, like right view,
Hmm.
speech, livelihood, and so on. So I was inspired on it.
So it's like making yourself better
Yeah,
when
making
you
yourself.
practice Buddhism. Uh-huh, uh-huh. And helping
It's
other people.
when I was in elementary school because I don't identify myself as a heterosexual man at all. No, I identify myself as a woman, and I only like men.
Mm-hmm. Did you
In fact,
realize that
in
when you
Tagalog,
were
they were called as a pusong babae. Yeah, that's how I
uh-huh,
did.
uh-huh.
I don't like men. I don't like women at all. And then in the school I studied as in a Protestant school, the teacher is condemning me that I will go to hell. Then what
Mm-hmm.
else? I will not be inherit in God's kingdom. I was like, wait, I thought God is love, but what's wrong?
Yeah. What I learned about
So I'm thinking, I think I need to find a religion who really accept me without condition. Okay, I keep
mm-hmm.
on thinking. I research Islam. Heck no, they don't accept that. Judaism. Heck no, they don't accept that. When I search Buddhism, like, wow,
You found your match.
I got my match because in Buddhism actually, Gautama Buddha have a gay disciple. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
actually, yeah, the story of Buddhism. Gautama Buddha have a gay disciple, and after that, he is so obsessed on Buddha's nice body, and then the Buddha says, "Yeah, that was Wakali. Wakali, why you keep on staring in my impermanent body? If you still do that, you need to leave the monastery." See,
Uh-huh.
that's the address. That's how Buddha treat gay people, a great gay person, because he is so attractive to Buddha. That's why he wants to be ordained because
Oh,
be more closer to Buddha.
I see. I
And then
see.
what Wakali did is he is in the cliff. He realized the Buddha's teaching, and then he commits suicide. And Buddha declare him he reached enlightenment. Whoever
Oh.
what Buddha says is, whoever sees that my body doesn't see my teaching. Who sees the teaching sees me. Just like what happened to Wagali. He reached enlightenment, although he is gay, but he reached enlightenment.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So
And
the
another
best thing.
Buddhism, that's why in Buddhism they don't oppose us LGBT people in general. Because when Buddhas went to heaven through his psychic powers, yeah, Buddhism have a. That's why Buddhism can be considered a religion, can be considered not. If you want to consider Buddhism not a religion, you need to ignore its like Buddha's psychic powers. If you don't want
Mm-hmm.
to Buddhism as non-religion, you should focus solely his philosophy.
The philosophy. Uh-huh.
Yes, because in Buddhism,
Mm-hmm.
actually, Buddha went to heaven to through his psychic powers. He preached to his mom, and you know what happened? His mom turned into a man. He's a son
Oh.
of a what the character is called. His mom is a son of a deity. Like in
Mm-hmm.
Tagalog, Diwata.
Uh-huh.
Because
Uh-huh.
actually a Hindu Buddhist concept, a nymph, a deity.
Oh, I
Buddha's mother is
see.
a nymph. Yeah, Buddha's
Uh,
mother became a male nymph. And after that, his mother, when he talked to his mother, he transformed into woman again.
oh.
Yes, he transformed into woman. It's like, what? A Buddha's mother? man, and then after that, she started to become a woman.
Oh, it's like
And
it
he,
doesn't matter. I mean,
yes,
sexuality doesn't matter anymore
huh?
in there. It's like sex doesn't matter anymore, whether you're a man or a woman,
Yes, in
right?
Buddhism, yeah, in Buddhism, you can go to heaven or you can go to heaven or hell regardless of your sexual orientation.
Uh-huh. It all depends on the person.
Yeah, it depends, what they did when they're still alive, because it has
Oh,
to
I
do with
see. Oh, oh, that's why. Yeah, I notice it with people around me here in China. Like they do all their best to help others and be honest, like
do
they
their
don't
best
wanna.
thing so that if they die, they will go to a heavenly realm.
Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. So you when you became a Buddhist, you became a better person than when you were in the Christian faith.
Yes, I become a better person, and it teach me how to be accountable as possible. It teach me how to be responsible as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Because in Christian they believe like Jesus is your savior, Jesus is the savior, Jesus is the redeemer. But in Buddhism, actually, it teach you how to do a self responsibility. If you do
Uh,
bad things, you're responsible on it. No matter what, you're responsible on it. We
mm-hmm,
have
mm-hmm,
responsibility.
mm-hmm. That's
We
much
don't
more better than.
responsibility like a Jesus will gonna save you, like that. Because when I hear that the word savior, I'm quite skeptical on it. Like, for real? Like, how is that Jesus will gonna save you? For example, if you do bad things or if you steal, you'll be saved. Doesn't make sense.
And also, I got a problem with that thinking when people say, I mean, if somebody wronged you, they will not ask forgiveness from you, but they will ask forgiveness from the priest or from God. And they will
Okay.
feel that they are forgiven, but they did not ask for your forgiveness. So how does it work?
Yeah, it doesn't work. Especially they don't forgive themselves and they are not accountable at all, responsible at all.
Yeah, I mean, the person who wronged you should come to you and pay for the mistakes that happened. Have the consequences of what they did. So I mean, it's like when they do that, ask for forgiveness, ask the priest or ask in prayers for forgiveness. It's like they're escaping the punishment of what they did or escaping the consequences of their own actions. It's like they're not taking responsibility of their own action. I don't agree with that. I mean, it's much more fulfilling on a person's part. I mean, it's more how do you say it? The person will be more worthy to be forgiven if they do something like that. Come to you and ask for your forgiveness. And
Mm-mm.
it's all up to the person if they
Yeah,
will
it's a
forgive the
decision.
person or not. Yeah, but it's not supposed to be obligated because when I was in the religion in the J-dubs, you're forced to forgive your brothers and sisters. You should overcome them with love. But that's not how things work in the real life.
Doesn't work in
It's
a
so
real.
hard. Yeah, especially with the victims of child sex abuse.
Doesn't tell me to do to her evil sister.
Yeah, that it's just so hard to comprehend, right?
Yeah, to
Anyway,
comprehend.
so what are your dreams now? Years have.
Ah, actually, I have three dreams, to be honest.
Uh-huh.
To become maybe a singer or
Uh-huh.
a actress, and the third is to become a potential politician.
Make changes in the world.
Yeah,
Said it. Uh-huh. Represent the LGBTQ community.
yeah.
Uh-huh. And you say you wanted to be a singer. Do you mind giving us something? Sing for us here, an a cappella style.
Yes, I can do.
Okay.
Wait.
Bring it on.
Every night in my dreams, I see you, I feel you. That is how I know you. Go on. You're here. There's nothing I feel, and I know that my heart will go on.
Is that what you sang in the voice
Huh?
in the
No,
contest?
I sing the "How Does the Moment Last Forever." That was Celine Dion's latest song. That was 2016. Like, how
Oh,
does moment last forever? How does our
oh,
kindness endure through the darkest of our trouble? Love is beauty, love is pure.
wow. Have you did you join any singing contest when you were in the Philippines?
Yes,
Uh huh. I think the
yeah. I won like 800 pesos that time. Second
that was a
place.
big money when
Yeah.
you're young. That's a big money already when you're young and you win something like that. That's huge
Yeah,
back
but
then.
you judge my voice. I don't care what will be the result.
Uh-huh. You have a very great voice. I do you I mean you can do that there. I mean go into a bar and
Yeah.
apply and yeah and do singing gigs. Is it is it possible for you to do that? I mean
Yes,
apply for
I can do that.
mm-hmm, while studying. Oh, we have a comment from YouTube.
Oh, nice singing voice. Like, what? I still
Greetings
know.
from Wisconsin. Something
I
I'm gonna read this. Can you see it on the screen? Greetings from Wisconsin. I wonder if Filipino reporter journalist Rapi Tulfo can investigate the JDubs in the Philippines the way Trey Bundy did here in the US recently. What can you say about that? Do
Wow,
you
that
think
will be excellent. That will be an excellent because I remember that in the Philippines, there's a cult religious group, Iglesia ni Cristo. When they were investigated by journalists there in the Philippines, their what the heck is called? Their archive was being deleted, and only some people in the Philippines hide that archive because you know how corrupt Philippines is. Even the media's are corrupt too.
they are
So
being paid?
if there's a media here there's a for example there's a media in there in the Philippines and they're investigating the pedophilia or sexual abuse of JW, maybe there's a possibility their network will be paid by Watchtower because you know how corrupt the Philippine system is.
Something with GMA also being biased with the JDubs. I think they are pro
And
JDubs.
to investigate a the Iglesia ni Cristo's crime allegation, you know what happened is their archive has been deleted
Wipe
and
out all of
people.
them.
Yes, it's horrible. Only some people hide that archive, video archive.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. I think it's gonna be a little bit harder for the journalism thing in the Philippines to bring something negative about the JDubs. I think most of them are pro JDubs. You know, they think of them as good, loving, obedient people, but they
Yeah,
don't see the negative sides of the JDubs.
factor two, the people will be sympathetic to them, and number two, the Watchtowers Track Society will gonna pay the media.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So even though there's cases of child sex abuse in the Philippines, I don't think I mean it's still up to the victims if they will want to speak up, and then it's another thing if the media would take notice of it.
Especially if they want to sue some publisher or an elder.
Uh-huh. But I have never heard of anybody of even J-Dubs reaching out to Rapid Tulfo and complaining about the J-Dubs because that's one thing the J-Dubs will not do, drag the name of Jehovah into the
Hmm. They
mud.
mean they drag the name they drag the organization, the face of
Yeah,
government in the
yeah,
mud.
yeah, yeah. That's one thing. We got another message from David Wilklin. Can you see it on the screen? He
Yeah.
said, my Filipino girlfriend just recently referred me videos about rapid tulfo investigating a lot of scams going in the Philippines exposing them. He seems very thorough, objective, and credible there. Yeah, he does, but I don't think he will take upon the JW issue at the moment. Maybe in the near future, who knows?
Yeah.
We're gonna look forward to that. I hope the what's happening around the world will bring up noises in the Philippines also and make the Filipino people aware of what's really happening within the Jehovah's Witnesses organization. Well, we thank you, Ling Ling, for coming over. It's been a pleasure having you in the channel today. Would you like to say any further words before we finish this live stream? You want to say any words to everyone out there?
Uh, my message is just be kind and take care of yourself.
Okay.
Yeah,
More
someone-
power to everyone.
yeah.
Thank you so much. And thank you everyone for joining us today. If you have any suggestions and any questions, any violent reactions, just drop them by the comment section.
Yeah.
And if any further question, I will forward them to Ling Ling and she will answer them. Thank you so much for being here and looking forward to seeing you on the next one. Thank you so much.
Goodbye.
Bye bye, everyone. Bye bye.